Are you ready to join the future of coal mining? At Blackhawk Mining, we are a national leader in the production of metallurgical coal with a foundation built on a strong safety culture and an unmatched work ethic. We're not just co-workers, we're a family, and together we create an environment where everyone can thrive and make their mark. We invite you to join our team at Blackhawk Mining as we continue to build on our tradition while empowering the next generation of coal miners. Blackhawk Mining, shaping the future of coal production today.
Here at Logan Bank and Trust, we are committed to serving the needs of the southern coalfields. So if you need to borrow money, remember, we are just a click away.
Here at LB&T, we make online banking easy.
We've taken the hassle out of applying for a loan on our new website. It's as simple as going to our lbnt.com website and choosing the loan product that best suits your needs.
Your loan on your time. Visit us at lbnt.com. You're only a click away.
So if you need to borrow money, remember, we are just a click away. It's easy to apply online at lbnt.com, and all decisions are made locally. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
If you're looking for a great selection and a great experience for your next Harley-Davidson, come on down to Mountain State Harley-Davidson here in Del Barton, West Virginia.
We have new 2023 models in stock and ready for delivery. Special financing available.
Or choose pre-owned with one of the largest inventories in the tri-state area with great low prices.
Visit our showroom filled with licensed Harley-Davidson apparel and more.
Don't write that check until you check with us, Mountain State Harley-Davidson, 61 Priest Bottom Road, or visit us online at mountainstatehd.com.
Welcome everybody to another night of Spring Valley High School baseball as we got the Timberwolves taking on rivals Cabel Midland. Coach May, Joe Kinzer, Darryl McCoy on the call with Max, Matthew, and Tristan on the production. As starting a little bit early here, guys, so we do apologize for the early start, but we see.
Caught us off guard too.
Yeah, we see for Spring Valley, it is Grant Stratton on the mound.
And batting for Cabell Midland, you got number 3 center fielder Landon Nada.
There, he fouled one to the visiting dugout. May have took a head off over there.
Pretty good contact, Darryl, just a little bit late.
Delivery there.
Count to go to 0-2.
So there's a good look at Stratton.
And this is two of the state's perennial powers in baseball. It's Cabell Midland and Spring Valley, as well as in football. They're good in every sport usually. Spring Valley comes into the night 7-0.
There's Grant Stratton, the Wright State commit.
Cabell Midland right now, Darryl, sitting at 5-2. Spring Valley at 7-0. So this should be a really good one.
Yeah, these two coming in, they're definitely rivals, and that's going to be the first out of the ball game there.
Now batting for Cabell Midland, number 4, Ray Williams.
You got number 4, Ray Williams, up to the plate for Cabel Midland. Stratton, pitch, going to be called a ball. Williams plays third base on the defensive side of things. If Stratton misses again, count goes to 0-2, or I'm sorry, 2-0. Stratton. Right back up the middle is a hit. Dove by for the shortstop, number 7. That's Cole Ferguson. Couldn't quite get to it. Give Ray Williams a base hit.
Yeah, base hit there as we got Jake Lucas on the call here. With us, Jake. We appreciate you joining us here, as we'll have guys here shortly. We'll have Joe Kinzer on the call with us as well.
Well, thank you, Darryl. It's just another great day out here with the guys, and it's a very great day weather-wise for baseball.
Yeah, beautiful day. Sun's not out, and not having any issues with glareness. So as far as the production side, you guys should get a good production at home.
You got number 2 at the plate now for Cabel Midland. That's Kenyon Collins. He's the pitcher for Cabel Midland today.
Yeah, we'll see what will happen here between these pitchers in a duel of throwing talents. Pick first attempted, but it is no good. So goes Stratton. Pitch called a strike.
As Collins awaits the next pitch. Stratton working kind of slow as the other night. Wagner worked really, really fast from the mound.
Yeah, Wagner played a very quick game, and it was just a very fast tempo compared to what Wagner's showing. Stratton is showing here.
Stratton real methodical. And the count goes full.
3-2 at the chance here for Cabel Midland to show off some of their ability with a guy on first and pitcher at the plate. Yet another pick attempt at first. It is also no good.
I think sometimes they do that just to keep the runner honest, not so much as an attempt, just to keep him from leading off halfway.
As a hit to the second baseman delivered, and just in time got him out, but the runner advances to second.
Could have been a double play ball, Darryl McCoy. He hit right at the second baseman, and he just couldn't handle it. Didn't field it cleanly enough to flip it over to the shortstop on second.
Yeah, it could have been a complete catastrophe for the Timberwolves, as it was almost mishandled there.
You see senior catcher Jamison Smith going out to talk to Stratton a little bit, maybe try to calm him down a little bit, get him back in the groove.
Yeah, you see the scoreboard, top right-hand corner of your screen. And that's going to send number 24, Luke Samuel, the DH, to first base. So intentional walk there. He's going to get the lead off there, as that brings up Jared. Is it Nethercutt? Neithercutt?
No, I think it's Luke Samuel, the DH. No, number 6, that's Bryce Alfrey, the shortstop. I thought that was the 4. I can't see the number. But that is Bryce Alfrey, shortstop.
So what did they do? Skip somebody in the line up here?
Nethercutt don't bat.
Oh, okay.
He plays first base.
Designated hitters on first base. He was intentionally walked.
Okay.
So we're in the number 5 batters, number 6.
They intentionally walked to clean up Samuel. Stratton gets the count 2-1.
Good looking pitch there from Stratton. He needed that one, being down 2-0 in the count, just to get the strike on the board.
Delivers that one. Nice hit to first base. Couldn't hold on to it.
Got it.
He's safe.
Clay made it first.
Or no.
They called him out.
Yeah, called him out. So that will retire this side. No run scored. Still set and 0-0. We'll be right back. Spring Valley versus Cabel Midland live on the D&D Sports Network.
If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today. If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenore, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has world-renowned cheese sticks, delicious pizza, and the best subs in the pizza and pasta game. Don't forget to take advantage of our milkshake shop located inside. Bring your family down to meet ours. We are the place that treats you like family from the second you pull in the parking lot. We look forward to seeing you here at Cheech's Pizza.
Back here at Spring Valley High School as we got Spring Valley taking on rival Cabel Midland here. We are in the bottom of the first inning. No run scored yet with Sam Booth at the plate.
Cam Purdue batting for Spring Valley, leading off left fielder. Yeah, hey, Darryl McCoy, I think this guy can really hit a baseball and he can move. He's got some wheels.
He does. We've seen him first couple games really show out that we've been here, like what Cam Purdue brings to the table.
Yeah, and even though he's a smaller individual, he really makes up for it with athletic ability and just being quick off and on the ball. 2-1's the count. There's the pitch.
You got a hold of that one.
Goes up in the air.
Yeah.
Liable hit the booth.
Foul ball.
We were hoping for it, weren't we, Jake?
We were.
Kenyon Collins on the mound for the Cabel Midland Knights.
There goes Collins with the pitch. It's going to be outside and to the right of the zone, so full count for Purdue.
Where else would you rather be on a Friday night? A matchup of top 10 AAA teams in the state of West Virginia. Spring Valley coming in at number 1, Cabel Midland coming in at number 7.
There's a good look at Cam Purdue.
In the box for your Timberwolves.
Yeah, I mean, it is a great matchup between two great teams really battling it out, just like Wednesday night at Hurricane, what we'll hear with Hurricane.
Now, you take and look at the at Kenyon Collins here. He is a Marshall commit, so he will be pitching for the Herd in the future. So this is a tough 1-2 punch. You know, they had a WVU commit the other night they faced, and now
Weston Smith.
Yeah, now a Marshall commit. So Timberwolves looking to mow down both of them here as Stratton, the Timberwolves pitcher, is at the plate right now.
I was trying to look at Grant Stratton here. He has got a .163.
Not the batter, the pitcher. There's a good look at Kenyon Collins, the Marshall commit.
He's pitching well so far, you know, but let's see how he continues on going against this Timberwolves squad. Being number 1 in the state, is not a lightly regarded thing here in the Mountain State, and so it's really a testament that Midland is just putting up the punches with Valley. But as that has been said, a walk.
See Grant Stratton reaches first there as
Purdue gets to second.
Yeah, he'll be walked as there's a early mound visit here. As you see, the Cabell Midland coaching staff coming out, trying to settle down Kenyon Collins right now, and I'm sure a lot of it's probably nerves, you know, because this is the biggest baseball game in the state today.
Oh yeah,
by far.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But you know, it's an interesting thing to see a mound visit this early within the game. But yeah, like you said, Darryl, the nerves can be a big factor in winning and losing games, especially at this high of a level and this high of a caliber. With that being said, the mound visit has just now ended, and up to bat now is Garrett Wagner.
Definitely going to zoom in.
Catcher Eli McGinnis goes ahead and just gives some words of wisdom, in my opinion, is what just happened there as they meet between the mound and the plate.
And Wagner pitched a tremendous game the other night against Hurricane, then had the 2-run home run in the, bottom of the 5th inning.
Yeah, I mean, that guy, quite a great hitter and defensive player, and he showed it.
D&D player of the game on Wednesday night.
Crack of the bat to the right field. It's going to tip all the way foul, so it'll be 0-2 here for Wagner as he tries to get a rhythm going.
Wagner is batting .458 on the season with a .481 on-base percentage and got 2 home runs. He leads the Wolves with 2 homers.
And double play made there for Midland as there was a chase down against Grant Stratton at second. He couldn't quite get down after he had run out the base. So what had turned into a good, decent hit there to get another guy on base has turned into a double play. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the first for the Spring Valley Timberwolves. Up to bat now is number 0, Brody Spencer. Spencer, both a pitching and batting talent within the Spring Valley roster. And, you know, as we've said before on the broadcast, they have a lot of good arms on this team. So a lot of players can be two-way players. 0-1 to start, so Brody Spencer behind. Let's see how he reacts here. Strike 2 called, but it is Wagner who gets down on second.
Spencer coming in with a couple RBIs. He had a big hit the other night as well.
Yeah, for sure.
He got the hit right before Wagner to get on base when Wagner hit the home run. So
that's a great hit for him.
Swing and a miss. We'll retire the inning. We'll be right back with more action here live on the D&D Sports Network.
Welcome back, guys. Spring Valley Baseball live on the D&D Sports Network here with Coach May, Jake Lucas, Joe Kinzer, and Darryl McCoy on the call here. As Joe Kinzer, welcome to the cast here.
What did they do, start early on me?
Yeah, they started a little bit early, so they caught a lot of us by surprise, but you're here, and we're going to take a look at Grant Stratton here real quick, Joe. Grant Stratton right here. He has he is 1-0, 12 innings pitched, gave up 7 hits, 2 runs on the season. He also has 23 strikes with an ERA of .58 and a WHIP of .67, Joe.
First team All-Stater last year in Class AAA in West Virginia. And he get the nod, Spring Valley, 7-0 on the year. Cabel Midland, 4-2.
Valley this year putting up great numbers both offensively and defensively. That is why they're ranked #1 in the state.
You know, these two teams are sectional opponents. Of course, they have Hurricane in the same region. Hurricane being very dominant.
One of the biggest rivalry games, Joe, for both schools.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. That will be strike number 3.
And that was a fastball, guys, and it had some break to it as well.
Yeah, he's got the complete bag of tricks, you know, and he is committed to Wright State.
Cade Johnson, the right fielder.
Now batting right fielder number 10, Cade
hitting from the
Johnson.
right side.
There we see Stratton.
The sophomore batting .429 on the season. Fastball just missing. And Stratton, nice velocity. He has some break on that fastball, working from not the windup, but from the stretch.
Yeah, Stratton really just putting it on the money throughout these last couple pitches in this at bat and just working with what the Cabell Midland batters give him.
Overcast skies, breezy today in southern West Virginia. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
That pitch, man, it's got some great elements to it, getting that guy out.
And the thing about it is, again, it's fastballs, but it has break. You have velocity, you have break on those pitches, especially at the high school level. Very, very dominant.
You've got everything you need.
McGinnis batting .250 on the season. Chopper over to first, and guess what? Stratton, excellent job of covering first base. That's 3-1 on the putout.
And that was a quick side. We'll be right back for the bottom of the second inning. You're watching the D&D Sports Network, Spring Valley Baseball, with Joe Kinzer, Jake Lucas, Coach May, and Darryl McCoy here on the call. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Looking for a new healthcare provider? Come see us at Tug Valley Wellness Clinic. We take all patients from the ages 2 and up. Our staff has over 30 years of medical experience. We do everything from DOT physicals, wellness exams, adult and child, walk-in visits, and more. Call us today at 304-236-3601 and reach us Monday through Friday.
back here at Spring Valley High School. No score, top of the second inning. Kane Trent, the designated hitter for the Timberwolves, or bottom of the second. And there's a foul ball, and the catcher just couldn't pick it up in time, and it falls harmlessly to the grass. And that's just an extra swing on the house there, Lucas.
Yeah, I mean, with that, Trent has been an absolute power hitter throughout these last couple games. In this week alone, Trent has been on fire, and that was just a way for him to warm up as this is his first at bat of the game, being in the bottom of the second. So we'll see what he can do here. There's the pitch. Crack at the bat. It's going to hit our fence, but we're going to be okay here in the booth.
Lucas, let me ask you a question. 7-0 on the year, and how's this? What's Spring Valley been doing the first 7 games? Here comes the pitch and taking outside for a ball to get off to this hot start.
Well, Joe, let me tell you something. These Timberwolves have been on fire both defensively and offensively. You know, they have a lot of grit, and what I say about this team a lot is that their determination factor has just been an extremely great part of their game, and it leads them to these wins. Like last week, yesterday, Thursday, their JV team even was down by 2 runs, and they got up and won it by at least 10. It was 17-7 last night, Joe. So I think that this team, both with their younger players and their older players, are resilient and able to win.
Kane frustrated because he swung at the helicopter there. He's a strikeout victim. Now this will bring up the first baseman, Sam Booth. Booth on the season hitting 174 with 5 RBIs.
Yeah, Booth had a home run on Monday night to really put his name down as one of the hitters on this team, and he's just doing well at what he does. And as a first baseman, you don't see a lot of first basemen, especially at the high school level, that have this much grace, but the way Sam Booth carries himself makes him one of the top players of the top team.
And here's the thing, 5 runs batted in on the season, only 4 base hits. You know, slow start with the bat, but, you know, like you said, he's stellar defensively, one of the leaders on this team in RBIs. And you know, he's due to come around with a hot bat here in the next few games.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, his batting style and his technique has just led him to be a good hitter, even though he plays at a slower pace. So 2-1, here's a count. The pitch tipped once again into our fence, but it will be strike number 2. 2-2 is the count with only 1 out in the bottom of the second here.
Cabel Midland 4-2 on the year. The Timberwolves undefeated at 7-0.
7-0 is no slouch going against teams of the likes of Hurricane and then Cabel Midland today. So being able to do, if we win this one, you know, 2 great games, 1 in 1 week at home. So, I mean, that is just proving to the rest of this region that we are not playing games. Another foul tip out into the right near the dugout. 3-2 is your count. So, with a full count, let's see what Sam Booth can do here at the plate.
Both teams' hitters so far having difficulty getting around on that heat for both Cabel Midland and Spring Valley.
Yeah, with Collins on the mound, a commit to Marshall, man. I mean, being committed to an FBS school like that at the Division I level is no slouch at all. But going against Weston Smith on Wednesday has proved to them that they can hit at a D1 level, at an elite level. And that will be ball number 4 for Sam Booth as he takes first base.
Now in the box for your Timberwolves shortstop, number 7.
This brings up the shortstop, Cole Ferguson. Ferguson hitting a hot 471 on the season. He has 4 RBIs. So let me ask you this: the Spring Valley, do they like to steal? Do they play small ball? Will they bunt here? What have you been seeing out of the Timberwolves so far this year?
So, Joe, when you have Booth at first, I'm not looking for a steal here. Ferguson plays as a slugger. He likes to get the ball into play in the outfield, and he likes to hit them as far as he can and home runs at some point. So I think what he'll try to do here is just get it in play, whether that be in the infield or the outfield, just to advance his guy on first. But here he goes for a bunt. Let's see what he okay. So he looks at a bunt, doesn't take it as the pitcher stands off, but here he goes again. Fake bunt attempt there. So it'll be 1-1 count. Yeah, I mean, this Spring Valley team, they're just there's a lot of quickness on this team, but they don't like to show it early, especially in divisional and sectional games like this.
Decent lead at first base, and there's a pitch taken for a ball. The third baseman playing in on the grass, it's Ray Williams. It's double play depth in the middle of the infield.
There's a good look at Kenyon.
Yeah, that'll show you a lot about this team for Cabel Midland, about how they play here. That pitch is hitting into the left field, out of the left field. They hit it foul.
So if you're Cabel Midland, you just like to get one hit to you up the middle and get a double play situation.
Exactly.
And if you're Spring Valley, you know, the bunt's not going to be on right here.
Yeah, you're going to want, if you're Spring Valley and Cole Ferguson, to just get that ball where it needs to go. Hit it in the gaps. Hit it low if you have to, and just outwork your way to these bases. Because it's not going to be a game about who's a better hitter, who's quicker. It's going to be a game of who's grittier, who's willing to put in the work, and who has put in the work. Another foul from Ferguson. The count is full.
And this is an important hitter for Cabel Midland because Jamison Smith is on deck, and he's hitting only .091 on the year. So this is an important hitter, Lucas, for Cabel Midland, for Kenyon Collins, the first-team All-State pitcher from 1 year ago.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Joe, because, you know, even though he's a great defensive player, Smith isn't as stellar on the offense, and that will result in strike 3 for Ferguson. So here comes Smith to the plate. We'll see if he can clutch here.
You know what happened there? Fastball over the plate. The bat never left the shoulders.
Right.
He was looking for an off-speed pitch. He was looking for something different. He got fooled there.
You know, sometimes you just have to look for some of the simple pitches just when you're late in the count like that, just to get it in to where you needed to get it.
Runner from first going.
He gets there. What a slide there, Joe. Man, that was an athletic effort, and he got there.
Well, it was an even better job by our cameraman, Matthew Fortner, down there. He killed that one.
And I'd just like to thank all the crew here at Spring Valley on the media team for their stellar work here to get these plays caught on camera. Whoo! You could hear that one from the booth up here, as that one hit the glove at an immense speed, and a swing and a miss from Smith will 0-2 be led to 0-2 being your count, folks.
If I'm Eli McGinnis, I say forget the signals. Just throw the heat. There's no – so far Smith has been quite tardy on the first 2 heaters.
Here it is. Whoo! Strike 3 called. Goodness gracious, and Booth slides with aggressiveness into third, but it won't matter, as that is the end of your second inning. So, folks, we will see you in a minute after this break, and a word from our sponsors.
All right.
We are here at Spring Valley High School, as you've seen the dugout there, as Grant Stratton on the mound here. Who is he facing, guys, at the plate?
At the plate, can't get a good number.
Clayton Hetlinger, the left fielder, 9-hitter, 9-1-2, due up here for Cabel Midland.
Now, Hetlinger on the season has a batting average of .312, so he's definitely not a slouch when it comes to batting. So, against Stratton, we'll see how his performances thus far can affect his batting percentage tonight.
Again, Stratton, the first-team All-Stater 1 season ago.
You know, Joe, as we're sitting here on the call, we got Coach May, Joe Kinzer, Jake Lucas on the call here with Max, Matthew, and Tristan on the production. We also want to thank the maestro Thomas Rainey at home, who has set us up with all kinds of bells and whistles to make the broadcast better. So
the maestro just does his thing, baby. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He brought it during the 15th region.
Oh, he killed it, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
But you see Coach Pratt walking up there. Coach Pratt looks like he's having a word with Jamison Smith. Yeah.
Well, you can only wonder what's going on out there conversationally, but for me, it's just to calm that veteran Smith down, to let him, call the pitches at a way that's effective for him and his team.
Beautiful evening for high school baseball. Stratton swinging a miss, and that's another K for him. That's out number 1.
And Stratton pitching these past 2 innings like his life depends on it. So, I mean.
Now batting center fielder, number 3.
He's reminding me of Greg Maddox with the control. And
yeah.
then
that's bringing up a leadoff hitter. Who is that? Landon Nada?
Yeah. Landon Nada, yes. The center fielder, leadoff hitter. He's already quickly behind the count, 0-1.
And that shows with his average. He's only hitting 200 on the year.
And a good arm there by the shortstop, Cole Ferguson. He laid back on that baseball that time, let the play come from him. And a good hustle by Nada because he nearly beat that one out quickly, 2 down. And this will bring up Garrett Wagner. Excuse me, that's number 4, Ray Williams, the third baseman.
Now that just shows you, Joe, how quickly this Spring Valley team can overwhelm opponents and why they're 7-0.
462 on the season is Ray Williams. He's the senior. He does have a double, a triple, 1 RBI. And that's hit into right field and right in the tracks of Garrett Wagner, and that's quickly 3 up, 3 down. Heading to the bottom of the third, we're scoreless. It's Spring Valley Baseball on the D&D Sports Network.
I'm Bruce Walters with Bruce Walters Kia in Pikeville, Kentucky. We have the area's largest selection of new Kias and more arriving daily. Come shop us in Pikeville. I guarantee you'll find the Kia for you. At Bruce Walters Kia, your new Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Also at Bruce Walters Kia, you'll get free oil changes for life. Finding your new Kia is easy. Come shop us in Pikeville or shop us online at brucewalterskia.com.
Are you ready to join the future of coal mining? At Blackhawk Mining, we are a national leader in the production of metallurgical coal with a foundation built on a strong safety culture and an unmatched work ethic. We're not just co-workers, we're a family, and together we create an environment where everyone can thrive and make their mark. We invite you to join our team at Blackhawk Mining as we continue to build on our tradition while empowering the next generation of coal miners. Blackhawk Mining, shaping the future of coal production today.
We are back here at Spring Valley High School as you see the Spring Valley faithful up there cheering on the T-Wolves in this big-time rivalry game. Joe Kinzer, Jake Lucas, and Coach May on the call here.
In the box for your Timberwolves, number 14, right fielder Ethan Fraley.
Ethan Fraley, 9-1-2, due up for the Timberwolves here in the bottom of the third inning.
There's a good look at Fraley digging into the batter's box here. He digs in.
Now, a little bit of insider information on Fraley. He verbally committed to West Virginia Wesleyan the other day.
Oh, he'll be playing there. He'll be playing about a half mile from my house.
Really?
Yeah, I live in Buckhannon now. So they beat West Liberty the other day, and that's going to be a hit by pitch. Taking it for the team that time was Fraley.
Yeah, Fraley going the first here, taking
Your Spring Valley batter,
spot on first.
He has 3 stolen bases on the season, Lucas. They have 22 as a team.
I mean, that shows you how quick they are.
Quick throw back to first base, just keeping him honest over there.
There's nearly caught him there. Kenyon keeping him honest, as you said, and again, Kenyon Collins will be pitching for the Herd next year. So UC Cam Purdue looking no. He's gonna have a runner.
It's a ball.
Ooh, yeah, there he goes.
A lot of disagreement here at the arena. Just to think, a lot of people calling it a balk here. Joe, what do you think?
You see Coach Pratt talking to the official over it.
In my opinion, he remained set the whole time. He should have stepped. He should have done 2 things, in my opinion. 1, I would have threw it over to first because he nearly picked him off the last time. 2, if you're not going to throw it to first, I would step off. But he remained in the stretch. I mean, he didn't break or anything, break his hands or anything, in my opinion.
Eli McGinnis, the catcher, done a great job for Collins there, kind of letting him know what's going on behind him. Nice play at second, and he's safe. He bobbled it.
That's the 4th stolen base of the season. So the Timberwolves, they remain aggressive. But Darryl, that time, I mean, that was a nice pitch to throw on. It was a nice throw, but the middle infielder covering second base just missed the ball that time, and it hit the runner in the ribs.
Guys, hit that like and share button. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for in the comment section below. We are an interactive broadcast.
High one there for Purdue. Now Purdue, one of the better hitters on this team, 417 on the year for batting average.
Right here, you just want to, if you make an out, you want it to be a productive out. Get that runner over to third base.
Coach May, right now, this is a tall task here. Just to let you know, the Timberwolves facing Cabel Midland. I take it this is their ace and having a little success early on.
And I saw back-to-back Division I pitching commit, and so is Spring Valley. Evidently, people bring their A game when they bring Spring Valley. What that's telling me.
Now, I'm a Logan High graduate, okay? Let's see if Spring Valley's going to do the old Roger Gertz play. That's send the runner at first, trying to get him. Well, not yet. Runners at first and second. If it was runners on the corners, I was thinking ahead of myself there for a second. But Spring Valley, it looks like they're going to indicate they're going to try to bunt here.
And from Stratton, the pitcher, that's going to be an interesting call there. It's up in the air.
Oh, nice play. Kenyon Collins.
When you're going to Marshall, you got to make plays like that, and Collins does it coming off the mound. A speedster with Kenyon Collins.
And Coach May, it looked like the hitter that time got the bat down, and that's the reason why it was a pop-up on the bunt.
Now, Wagner has 2 home runs on the season, his second coming on Wednesday night against Hurricane to pretty much to get the lead and to seal the game off pretty much. And so Wagner has been on a bit of a tear recently. And so we'll see what he could do at the plate here. This is the second plate appearance of the night. And he is no slouch at all, being the 3rd player on the list for batting average, batting .458 through 7 games. A great hit there.
Yeah, out to center field. It looks like it's going to be easy work.
That's routine.
Yeah.
Not going to advance anybody in the tracks that time of the center fielder. That's landed Nida and quickly 2 down. So if Kenyon Collins can get 1 more out, I know we've talked about Stratton, but Collins, remember, he was first-team All-State last year. And he's 1 out away from getting out of a major jam. Brody Spencer, the third baseman.
Spencer.
435 hitting on the season, 5 RBIs, 2 doubles.
So not too flashy of a hitter, but definitely a fundamental guy when it comes to at-bats and being at the plate. There's the hit into the air.
Yeah, out to left field. Left fielder running in there.
He gets it.
Yeah.
So with impressive outfielder play for the Cabel Midland Knights, it will be 3 outs, and we will see you when we get back at the top of the fourth inning, excuse me.
So that was it.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Spring Valley High School. Joe Kinzer, Jake Lucas, Coach May, and Darryl McCoy on the call with Matt, Max, and Tristan on the production. Joe, look at Grant Stratton's stats here.
Yeah, it's a couple of appearances, 1-0, 12 innings pitched, 23 strikeouts. 23 strikeouts so far, 0.58 earned run average. And both teams throwing their aces, throwing their number one pitchers on the mound. And so far, we have a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel.
You do here as Stratton delivers that one.
One of my favorites, a good old pitcher's duel, as Joe said. You know, it really proves to the entire fan base and crowd of both teams, you know, really who's wanting it between these two guys, because, you know, showing the offensive and defensive ability of both of them against each other.
Kenyon Collins had the count 2-0. Fastball taken all the way, 2-1. Good job by Kenyon Collins. Had runners on first and second, nobody out, and retired the next 3 in a row. And
hit to left field or right field.
And that's going to be a hit because the second baseman right there, guys, he pulled his glove up and he never touched leather.
Dylan Robertson at your second baseman position. He's been a pivotal key piece to this season's winning totals for Spring Valley, both on and off
Here's
the field.
Luke Samuel. He's the DH. Last time they intentionally walked him in the first. Let's see what they do here with the big fella.
And that's going to be a base hit into right field. And the runner took a little bit of a turn, and it's going to hold right there. So now runners at first and second. Nobody out.
This could be lethal in this inning for the Valley Boys defense, just to try to continue their defensive game here. You know, they could get played on with no outs and runners on first and second.
Joe Kinzer, I got
Yes.
a question for you. Now, is baseball the same as basketball now? That do they have 4 classes?
Bunt. It's good.
It's going to be next year. That's the excellent bunt. And the throw not in time, going to get away from the first baseman. Runner's going to score, and you're going to have a couple of errors.
And there's one to second as well.
Cracks in the defense. Cabel Midland just exposed them there for a 1-0 lead.
Cabell Midland took advantage of that mishap.
We'll see what the official score is going to do. I think a good throw would have nailed him. And if it was me, I would have a couple of errors over there.
Coach Pratt walking out to the mound here, having a word with his pitcher, and you know, right now still, you know, just 43 pitches thrown for Stratton. So you know, I mean, you got to think
He's just trying to calm him down right now and tell him, like, we got runners in scoring position, but, I got faith in you. And, I think he's trying to give him a little confidence booster here.
And after that kind of play, that's exactly what Coach Pratt needs to say to Stratton, just to get him in the zone once again, because he is no bad pitcher at all.
Jeremy Ellswick, watching from Charleston, says, go Knights. Guys, let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. Hit that share button. Get these numbers up for these boys. You can watch us on YouTube, Facebook, or dndsports.com, as well as the Spring Valley Media page.
And I tell you what, this is respect all go around, because Spring Valley's like, hey, this is going to be a low-scoring game, so a base hit should score 2 runs all the way around. The infielders playing in.
Oh, and I hope that kid's okay. Well, it looks like he dunked, but.
Now, folks, 6 games played on the season, only a .267 batting average, so he's one of the lower batters on the team, but let's see what he can bring to the plate here in order to get some of his guys on the home plate.
But, Coach May, I think the 4-class system's coming to baseball next season.
I was just curious about that, because Cabel Midland's a big school, probably the biggest school in the state.
It's definitely the biggest school that we cover in our coverage area.
I think there's like 2,800.
Student population, it is the largest in the state.
That's what I was thinking.
2-2's your count, and it's ball called there. Stratton needs to get in the rhythm, get this guy off the plate, and just keep going if he wants to keep this Valley defense in check and just at where they're going.
Stratton needs a K right here.
You see the DH over there on third.
Strike 3 called.
And that broke inside right there.
Yeah, a lot of break there.
Number 10, Cade Johnson.
Johnson coming up to the plate now, batting .429 through 6 games played for Cabel Midland. So he's one of the best hitters on this team. 3rd in percentage.
Looking for his first RBI of the season, however. Couple runners in scoring position. The infielder still playing in all the way around. That's taken for a strike.
0-1. Stratton just looking to get another guy out, bring it to a 2-out situation, get the guy out at home. Hit to the infield. Oh, an error.
Yeah. Now Nerves just getting to the T-Wolves. They got lucky and made the play there, Joe.
Yeah, that's a good job there by Cole Ferguson. He didn't pick it cleanly, and he just looked the runner back, composed, threw over to first. No harm, no foul. 6-3 on the putout, and that's quickly now 2 away.
This is going to bring catcher 21 McGinnis up to the plate.
I'd say if he can get out of this inning, that's straight with only 1 run allowed. That'd be Omen's work.
Nice pitch.
That is right, Joe. That one had a lot of break to it going inside and then into the zone. In my opinion, went into the zone, but it was called a ball. So 1-0 your count.
Same pitch.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Reds won yesterday, correct? 8-2. Did they play today or had a day off?
They're undefeated.
Yeah, they was off today.
Okay. I have them pegged for 86 wins. That's
lofty expectations. The Red Legs. I have them pegged that every year, and it never ends up that way.
Coach May has them pegged at 63. Is that correct?
Coach May don't peg baseball. Joe Kinzer, major leagues anyway. They play too many games. I like to watch it during playoffs, World Series.
That was a nice pitch.
Yeah, that was a great pitch.
Early in the season, it just, I don't know.
So full count here for McGinnis. Stratton needs a miracle here.
And he received it.
Strike 3.
Yep.
And he escapes the inning with only 1 run allowed.
What a performance. Heading
to the bottom of 4, 1-0 your score. Cabel Midland back with more on the D&D Sports Network.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. continuing that tradition today. And we always will be for generations to come.
Back here at Spring Valley High School, Jake Lucas, Joe Kinzer, Darryl McCoy, and Coach May on the call with Max, and Tristan on the production. As you see, the Spring Valley right there, the rally caps. They're going to try to rally their team. That's the dugout of the Spring Valley Timberwolves. And who do we got coming up to the plate here?
Coming up to the plate here is Kane Trent, the designated hitter tonight, and he is batting .357 on the year with 5 RBIs and a
and he got hit.
And he took one for the team, baby.
Yep. That's what you got to do in these kind of games when you're down 1 against the 7th-ranked team in the state. Even if you're the 1st-ranked team in the state, you have to play at a certain level that you have to know when you have to do certain things.
I played Little League Baseball one year. One of my teammates, an off-speed pitch, ducks out of the way. We about clobbered him in the dugout. Coach May shaking his head.
Would you let it hit you, Joe?
Yes, I'd let a fastball hit me unless it was going in my head.
That's a good look at Sam
That's when you don't let it hit you. Pinch runner coming in now. Now, what number's out there, Joe?
There's Sam Booth at the plate.
We'll get that whenever he turns around. Let's see if they're going to ask Booth to swing away, and that's going to be a center fielder straight away making the catch.
Sounded good coming off the bat. Didn't look too good going to the air, but coming up to the plate now is number 7, Cole Ferguson. Ferguson, like we've previously mentioned, one of the best hitters on this team, and just a dominant force. Played all 7 games and just looking to do something for the team here.
Now, Greg Bragg says Morgantown is the largest now. It has 1,850. Okay. Cabell Midland has 1,800 in road.
Okay. I knew they had a lot. I thought at one time they were up over 2,000.
Woodrow Wilson used to be the largest.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And then the Cabell Midland took that reign over. Now, here's the thing. Morgantown's still busting at the seams, 1,800. UHS, University High School, they have about 1,200.
Yeah.
1,250.
I mean, but enrollment follows jobs.
That's exactly right, Coach May.
Well, when I left Morgantown today, left work, it took me I have to drive 5 miles, get to the interstate, and it took me 28 minutes to drive the 5 miles. Snap throw back over to first, not in time.
Stay on the leadoff.
So Ferguson down in the count 0-1. Collins to pitch. Swing and a miss from Ferguson. Steal attempt.
Got him.
Is no good.
Nice throw there by Eli McGinnis. That wasn't even close.
So, Joe, being a team that steals a lot and being a really aggressive team, especially in moments when you're down, that can lead to a lot of mistakes and a lot of, not as well read, plays and trying to make plays when they're not really there.
Well, it's like being a basketball team. Run and gun transition, you're going to have some turnovers. I mean, that's the case.
And that's what happened there.
You can see the Jim Marr scoreboard, top right-hand corner of your screen, as it is Cabell Midland 1 and Spring Valley nothing here as we are in the bottom of the 4th.
So Ferguson brought it back up to 2-2, tips it into the infield, past Collins. Can he get to first? Yes, he can.
Nice job there running that one out. And,
So the
base
speed
hit.
on Ferguson gets him to the first base, and a little bit of a mistake there by Collins, but, you know, being a pitcher, you're not going to make every play.
In the box score, guess what? Everybody's going to see that as a base hit. Like, man, he just hit the crap out of the ball. That was just an excuse me.
It was just a little dribbler
Yeah.
in a area where there wasn't anybody, though. But, you know, it got him on base as same as the rope does.
Absolutely.
Your Spring Valley batter number 2, catcher Jamison.
I saw in a state tournament in West Virginia one year a base hit like that, bottom half of the inning. Next batter is a walk-off home run.
Oh, yeah.
Keep an eye on Jamison Smith over there on first. Jamison's got some wheels on him.
So Smith only has a double recorded on the season, and it shows with the average, and that swing and a miss there.
Runner at first really didn't have a big lead.
Greg Bragg says they was over 2,000 at one time, Coach May.
So 0-1, Smith behind on the count here. See if he can rally it back up and get his troops into position. Pick off a tip at first, no good. 2 outs here, so it can be anybody's game here.
I can tell you Spring Valley turned in a little over 900 this year.
I believe it was 968 or 963.
And they've lost some students. I mean, there's a lot of schools that's lost students. Logan High turned in 554. They're down to 525, running for first going.
Nice play.
And that's going to be a bad throw. That's a stolen base.
What a play.
Great job by Jamison Smith. And I told you, man, that kid has a set of wheels on him. You see him there. I wouldn't be surprised if he don't find his way to third before this at-bat's over. Oh, what'd they call?
Not exactly sure here.
They tagged him out, or?
I don't think they tagged him out. I think they called some kind of impeding.
What in the world?
Well, that's going to end the inning no matter what here. So as they'll go to the dugout, we'll take a quick break. Then we'll be right back here with more action live on the D&D Sports Network.
If you're looking for a great selection and a great experience for your next Harley-Davidson, come on down to Mountain State Harley-Davidson here in Del Barton, West Virginia.
We have new 2023 models in stock and ready for delivery. Special financing available.
Or choose pre-owned with one of the largest inventories in the tri-state area with great low prices.
Visit our showroom filled with licensed Harley-Davidson apparel and more.
Don't write that check until you check with us, Mountain State Harley-Davidson, 61 Priest Bottom Road, or visit us online at mountainstatehd.com.
Here at Logan Bank and Trust, we are committed to serving the needs of the southern coalfields. So if you need to borrow money, remember, we are just a click away.
Here at LB&T, we make online banking easy.
We've taken the hassle out of applying for a loan on our new website. It's as simple as going to our lbnt.com website and choosing the loan product that best suits your needs.
Your loan on your time. Visit us at lbnt.com. You're only a click away.
So if you need to borrow money, remember, we are just a click away. It's easy to apply online at lbnt.com, and all decisions are made locally. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We are back here at Spring Valley High School, and you see the crowd in the outfield trying to stay warm with some blankets as we're a little chilly ourselves up here. Jake Lucas, Joe Kinzer, Coach May, Darryl McCoy on the call with Matt, Matthew, and Tristan on the production. Guys, we want to thank Robertson Signs and Graphics, Maddox Law Office, Great American Realty, Wayne County Youth Soccer League, Trace Hermanos Nunez, OVP Health, Realty Exchange, Skyscape by David Muir, Rent-A-Can, Mosser Apartment Rentals, Greenleaf Environmental Services, and CK Florist, Davis's Place, and JDV Flooring.
That was batter's interference. That's the reason why that the out was called at second base.
Now at the plate is Hetlinger, and he has 4 RBIs and a double on the year. So with having one of the better averages on this team at 312, we'll really see how far into his bag he can get here against a pitcher as good as Stratton. So this will be 58 pitches for Stratton and a swing and a miss from Hetlinger.
That's a nice breaking ball that time, guys, on that one, changing the speed. Stratton, so he's ahead of the count now, 1 ball, and 2 strikes. Just missing outside.
Looked like it was in from where I'm standing, but that's why I'm not the umpire.
Here comes the 2-2.
Nice.
Full count.
Yeah, a little on the outside. Squeaked out a little bit on him.
Great job by Hetlinger. You know, he's the 9 hitter, and he was behind the count 1-2. Now he's ahead.
Stratton. Ooh, a great breaking ball for strike 3.
And he knew it, too.
Now batting, center fielder number 3, Landon Nida.
Landon Knight, the center fielder.
Sometimes I don't think just because you're the 9th hitter means you're not a better hitter, though. I think sometimes they mix them around to try to
throw off pitchers.
Especially in the 9th hole to get it with the top of your order, you know what I mean? If you have 5 really good hitters.
That's a good point, Coach, because I've seen, especially, you know, I've caught a lot of high school girls softball, and I've seen coaches not mixing around. And 1 through 4 you had, or 1 through 5 you had, like, there's going to be a base hit up the middle. Took it right back where it came from that time.
Man.
But I've seen 1 through 5 hitters, you know, hit 400 or 500, and then the 6 through 9 barely able to hit the Mendoza line, which is 200.
Right. I mean, sometimes I think it's a strategy point to try to keep, you know what I mean?
I agree.
To try to maybe get your bat started in the top of your order.
So runner at first, 1 down. Ray Williams, the hitter.
And like we said earlier, Joe, great senior here, 4.62 average, and a speedster.
Jamison Smith saying, hey, I want to keep you a little bit close over at first base. Threw behind the runner, tried to get him.
Yeah, I really like Jamison Smith, Ferguson, both of them, 2 really nice players for the T-Wolves.
Cabel Midland winning the Class AAA State Baseball Championship back in 2003 over Fairmont Senior, runner-ups in 2006 and I think 2013. Runner from first is going. It's a hit and run. That's going to be a base hit into right field. Rounding second and heading for third.
Can he get there? Yes, he can.
Yes, he does, easily. Excellent, Darryl. Excellent hit and run, guys.
It is a great hit there, you know, and that's baseball 101. Hit them where they ain't.
Like we said, you know, when you're able to get it where the defenders aren't, you get runs and you get players in position.
Now will we see the old Roger Gertz, a la Kevin Gertz play, runners on the corner, send a runner from first, maybe try to get him hung up in a rundown so the runner at third can score.
That's what you
expect to do in these situations.
And listen, like I said, both these teams are very well coached. You know, as we see there, that's who is that? That's Kenyon Collins, the pitcher. At the
pitchers do.
You see too, your offense is at a premium right now, so you're going to do anything you can do to manufacture runs.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, when you're getting into the premium batters and, well, your first couple in the lineup, you just want to get those runs on the board when you can. Strike called there. Good pitch from Stratton.
And if you're Stratton, you just want to strike out or something popped up in the infield.
This is pitcher on pitcher crime here. Let's see. Can Stratton get the best of Collins? Yeah, we kind of seen this same game happen against Herc, and, you know, Herc and jumped up a run, and then it was right around this same time when Spring Valley, you know,
bottom of the 5th inning when they got the bats going.
Yeah, Grant Stratton gave himself some run support. And
let me ask you this question, all right? Runs at a premium tonight. If it's a fly ball to deep left or right field, it's foul ground. Do you let it drop so the runner from third can't tag?
I probably would. There you go. Let's see. Can he make the play at first? And they did, but a run's still going to get across.
Yeah,
that's an RBI.
RBI, yeah.
That's going to be a 4-6, or no, excuse me, 4-3 on the put out. So
this is not where you want to be either with Luke Samuel coming up. He's got a heavy bat.
And
he gets walked. Yeah,
he's not going to get a swing it.
No.
So take your base, young man.
Now in the box.
I understand that call completely from Coach.
Well, that's just showing Samuel the respect that he deserves.
He's only batting .467, 2 homers and 10 RBIs coming into the game.
All?
That's all.
Not that much.
2 home runs, 10 RBIs through 7 games. That ain't too bad.
No, .467.
Yeah.
sign me up for high school fantasy league baseball.
Guys, we see, we also want to give a big shout out to our guy Charlie, always on the mic here. He's one of the best PA announcers in the business.
I can vouch for that, Darryl.
Bryce Alfrey at the plate.
Alfrey only batting 167 throughout 6 games for the Knights, and he takes 2 balls to go up early and the count 2-0.
I'll tell you what, Darryl McCoy, as long as Charlie leaves that 80s playlist going when he leaves the building, I'll be happy with him.
Absolutely.
That's for us old guys.
Speak for yourself, guys. I'm an 80s and 90s guy myself. Jake, all I hear from Jake over here is little baby, little. He likes that
Darryl,
stuff.
Darryl.
One of my employees today, I walked in, 22 years old, I was like, he's got to be playing rap, had his earbuds in or whatever they call it. 70s and 80s music. He goes, his mama raised him right.
Yeah. That's exactly right. Now, I'm a 90s country guy myself. I'm definitely not in the new stuff.
There you go. Now you're talking my speed, Jake.
Good old Trisha Yearwood, Garth Brooks, Reba McEntire, those have raised me.
Best concert I've ever been to in my life was Garth Brooks at the Charleston Civic Center.
I can hear that.
Give me some Earl Thomas and some Conway and
I can hear that.
George and Hank. And
Hank's a big one.
Yeah.
I saw Charlie Daniels when he played at 3 Mile Curve back in the day at Logan.
3 Mile Curve.
3 Mile Curve.
Coach May, he's a Johnson Central guy. He's been on Charlie to play some Chris Stapleton. He's a
best concert I ever been to is Aerosmith, hands down.
That's what my dad said. He said my dad watched them in Rupp Arena.
I watched them
back in the 80s.
They're unreal, and I've been to some big ones.
Ben Folks won the count. Cabel Midland leading here in the top of the 5th inning, 2-0.
Bringing in a pinch runner. Can you see who that is?
Number 7, it looks like.
Number 7?
No, it's not. It's not 7, is it? I think it's double numbers.
My eyes are back.
Let's see if we can see who's on second there. Maybe Matt might have it.
Good crack at the bat.
And the shortstop let the ball play him. That's going to be an error, rounding third and staying at third, so the bases are going to be juiced.
Man, Spring Valley not on their game tonight, just showing some poor play through these first, 5 innings.
Well, if you're the pitcher, that's what you want. I mean, he hit it right in the hole. That should have been cleanly fielded. You agree, Joe Kinzer?
And Ferguson let the ball play him.
Yeah.
That's number 17 on
17
third.
is Cremines.
And it took a bad hop as well.
It did. Listen, I can't talk about anybody. I said I never was afraid of a 300-pound man running at me, but that little white ball makes some funny motions.
It can, especially in the wrong hands if you're at the plate.
Well, I'm left-handed growing up, and guess what? That limited me. I was pretty much first base.
Guys, we know you guys tuning in. Guys, we see our Spring Valley faithful tuning in, but let us know how many Cabel Midland fans is tuning in. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for in the comment section below. Let us know who your favorite player is when these players go home. They want to watch this broadcast and see you on there cheering them on.
Kay Johnson, 1-1 count, swinging a miss. He's behind the count now, 1-2.
It's a tough spot here for Stratton. Bases loaded and give up 2 runs here in this inning so far. Needs to get himself out of the jam here.
3-run deficit for the Timberwolves feels like a 7-run deficit so far tonight.
Couldn't be more right on that one, Joe. And if you're Stratton here, you just want to get this inning over with this pitch right here.
There it is.
Possibly could do it.
Yeah,
Play
walk
made.
it out.
All right, so.
Routine play, guys. It is Cabel Midland 3, Spring Valley 0. We'll take a quick break, then we'll be right back here on the D&D Sports Network. We're back here at Spring Valley High School. As you see the bullpen loading up here, getting a arm warmed out there. Can you tell who that is, Joe? It looks like it's number 9.
Number 9 is McCormick. He's a senior.
What's so funny, Coach? Everybody's like, Joe, what's so-and-so got out there? I'm the dude that's got the cataract on each eye.
Yeah, that's it. You see it?
Yeah. I can't see nothing.
Lucas, I'm going to ask you a serious question. All right?
All right.
We've thrown stats tonight and a little bit of knowledge. I don't know how much baseball knowledge, but I want to ask you.
All right.
What's the go-to on the menu? I'm starving.
On the menu for me, I mean.
No, here.
For here?
Concessions. What's on the menu? I'm starving.
Oh, well, down there they got hot dogs, nachos. They got those Rocky Chops cheese sticks, and those are some good
There's
ones.
a fly ball in the center fielder on his horse and making the catch is Landon Nida. So let me ask you this. If you had one meal, if you knew you had one meal left on earth that you was going to eat, and it's going to be here, what would you eat? That's what I need from you right now. I'm starving to death.
Okay,
what
Joe,
would it be?
Well, let me give it to you. So I'm going to go down there. I'm going to order me a Rocky Tops cheese sticks.
There you go.
All right.
Some Sour Patch Kids.
All right.
And a lemon lime Gatorade. That is what I'd love to have if it was my last meal and I had to eat it here.
Here, okay.
Well, I don't ever see Jake going down to the concession stand himself. He always sends Max or Matt for
one
him.
of my runners
Yeah.
has to go get it for me. I'm just the guy who talks up here. I got to stay up here.
Yeah, he's big time. He's got his help. And listen, if Max and Matt ain't available, he ain't above asking Charlie to go out there for him either.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get your stuff.
Cam Purdue, he's got to get things started here for Spring Valley. Collins on the mound, and so far Purdue behind the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Now Purdue, even though he's a good hitter, he got a good pitcher against him on the mound. But that pitch there might have just contradicted everything I just said, as it was a low one all the way outside of the zone.
Well, he overthrew it and got a bad grip on the ball.
There's Kenyon Collins. He's starting pitcher again, guys. Marshall commit right now. He is on 65 pitches on the night.
New baseball stadium that Marshall has built,
Looks
long
really
overdue.
nice.
That's beautiful.
Purdue visibly frustrated after that swing and a miss for strike number 3. Up to bat is the pitcher, Stratton. So another pitcher's duel here, and it'll show off Stratton's skills, as he is a great hitter, but he's got a great pitcher, like I said, for Purdue on the mound against him.
The flag stick's pretty much not moving now. The American flag and West Virginia state flag.
Stratton, one of the lower hitters on this team, but that does not mean he's a slouch hitting 389. That is not a easy feat to accomplish. Swing and a miss.
Now, Darryl, if you would have called me today, say, Joe, where you're at, where are you? And if I would have said the Turnpike, I'd still be
You'd be
driving.
here for this matchup.
Well, here's the thing. And today, the West Virginia Turnpike officials are estimating 135,000 people, vehicles, driving through the tolls on the Turnpike today.
Oh, wow.
Why?
It's Easter weekend, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It's Easter weekend.
My bad.
Money-making weekend is what I'm hearing for the Turnpike.
Oh, well, tomorrow I got to go to I got to cover some Carla Booth On Point Ballers basketball in Martin. Then I'll be headed up to Portsmouth for my mother's on the weekend. So luckily I won't be going through them toes. That's going to retire the side as we will come back in just a moment. As you see, Cabel Midland leading Spring Valley 3-0. We'll be right back here with more action live on the D&D Sports Network.
So this is how much
Welcome back, everybody, here to Spring Valley High School. Jake Lucas, Joe Kinzer, Darryl McCoy, and Coach May on the call. Matt and Max on the production. Guys, want to thank Robertson Signs and Graphics, Maddox Law Office, Great American Realty, Wayne County Youth Soccer League, Trace Hermanos Nunez, our good friend Charlie, and our friends at OVP Health, Realty Exchange, Skyscape by David Mures, Rent-A-Can, Mosser Apartment Rentals, Greenleaf Environmental Services, CK Florist, Davis's Place, and JDV Flooring. Now here we come back out, Stratton on the mound, and that's going to be number 21, Eli McGinnis, the catcher, at the plate.
He's got a good arm. He's already gunned one runner down tonight.
So McGinnis has been a bit, inconsistent with hitting tonight. Got on base, I believe, one time, if I'm not mistaken, but throughout the rest of it hasn't done as well.
I got a score update for you, Darryl McCoy. NC State at 37-24 at half over Marquette. Purdue at 28-26. 7 minutes ago in the first half over Purdue. Or I'm sorry, over Gonzaga. Purdue's at 2 on Gonzaga.
Again,
For college basketball fans who's watching us.
The NCAA tournament going on.
Amy and I went to Pittsburgh the other night and watched 2 overtime games. Got home at 3:30. It's only 2 hours, but man, it was a lot of free basketball.
Game?
Well, guess what? I told Amy, I said, Amy, I'm going to take you somewhere, and you're going to see the most radical fan base, and I say that with all of love.
And you took her to Tug Valley, right?
And there's a chopper to short, throw over to first in time. I took her there last year. Okay, her first game in Southern West Virginia, Logan and Tug Valley. All right.
Oh, wow.
So I said we're going to see the most radical fan base ever. The Kentucky Wildcats. I wasn't going to buy any tickets, but Jerry McCormick said, "Man, the Cats are there." And I looked on SeatGeek and I was like, "Oh, okay, about $300. I'll buy." That was for Saturday. And we saw what happened on Thursday.
Yeah.
If you don't play any defense and stuff.
Well, a lot of basketball teams don't play defense like that.
Foul ball. That's number 11, Clayton Hetlinger. Now, as you're sitting here right now, this is, if you're Stratton, you got a lot of pressure on you right now.
Absolutely.
He's 85 pitches. That arm's got to get a little tired right now as
strike called though.
You need to get him out because you're coming back around to the top of the order, and
that's scary for Stratton.
Yeah, that's it. Because
especially with his arm.
These Cabel Midland bats are live tonight.
Very.
Darryl McCoy, to point something out, though, Stratton's only given up 5 hits. He's not got a lot of help from his bat.
Yeah.
There's strike 3, though, so Stratton getting it.
That's exactly what you needed.
Stratton's done a pretty good job on the mound. Like I said, he's only gave up 5 hits, which isn't bad. I mean, he had a couple of errors. On one play, they had an error on first and at home to score 2 runs. So
then an error by the shortstop.
Yeah. I mean.
But also, it's not just a defensive game for these Timberwolves. They got to heat up offensively within these last 2.
That's it. Landon Nada at the plate right now, facing Grant Stratton. As he delivers a nice pitch by Stratton.
Darryl went to Marion County today, okay?
Yep.
And someone said, "I recognize your voice." I said, "What do you mean?" "Oh, we watch D&D all the time. You need to tell them guys they need to come up here to Marion County."
Listen, Marion County's been honest. They've been honest, and we're going to try to make it happen since we got you up there. Try to make sure that we get them up there and on D&D next year, guys. Make sure if you're tuning in, whether you're tuning in on Spring Valley Media or D&D Sports Network, go to D&D Sports and hit that like and follow button as you guys can watch all your Spring Valley baseball here on the D&D Sports Network. We'll keep you updated, do stories and more all season long with our beloved Timberwolves.
Counts 2-2. Oh, there's going to be a pop-up out of play.
Oh, maybe hit the booth. And no. You always hope for one to hit the booth, wake up a little bit here, and then get later in the evening, but didn't get one on that one.
I told Amy, I said, park my company vehicle on the other side. I couldn't explain to my boss, it's a foul ball from a baseball game. Outside, 3-2.
Full count here coming up.
Stratton needs to connect here just to get himself to get his boys on the plate.
Huge pitch here for Stratton.
Let's see how it goes out.
Ooh,
Strike 3
right
called.
down the gut. Stratton retires them and will end the inning, not giving up any runs. That's the finish they needed to that one. We'll take a quick break, then we'll be right back with more action here live on the D&D Sports Network.
It's a baseball. It's not soft.
Would you have ducked or would you let it hit you?
I'd have been in that dugout running.
Well,
that was a breaking ball, guys. Looks like it didn't bite.
This is
Didn't bite at all.
Brody Spencer coming up to the plate. As we seen the Spring Valley dugout there a while ago, putting on their rally caps, trying to inspire the T-Wolves, and Kenyon Collins keeping the runner at first there, keeping him honest. As you see a nice lead.
Spencer on the year has got 5 RBIs and 2 doubles. So, I mean, let's see what he can cook up here when he needs it late in the game.
The biggest threat, I believe, to Kenyon Collins tonight, earlier in the game, runners on first and second, nobody out, and then you had the sliding catch off the bunt that was in foul territory, and then the Cybers retired after that.
Popped it up,
Last night, we was me, producer KJ, and Coach Barker was over in West Virginia. Had over 7,000 people watch that ball game.
Who won that one last night?
Man ended up edging Belfry out at the end.
You got to do something about KJ. He's not answering my phone calls.
Oh, KJ's been busy.
He's ghosting me.
KJ's got one of them. He's got one of them little phones. It don't work half the time.
You answer more phone calls from me than he does here lately. You know what I mean?
He's going to answer my call tonight, Joe Kinzer. He gave me a broke toe putting the table in wrong in the D&D wagon.
How about you, Lucas? If I called you on the phone, would you snap throw over to first and on the time? Would you just let it go, or would you?
Joe Kinzer, I'd answer that phone.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Listen, buddy, I'd take all the phone calls you want to call me for.
Let me ask you this, Jake. I know the answer to this question, but do you know the best place in Huntington, West Virginia to eat?
The best place in Huntington, West Virginia. Now, I don't know what your answer is.
I know the correct answer.
I know the answer.
Yeah.
I know the answer.
That's such a hard question.
What are you saying?
But I've had the best food here recently at Backyard.
Okay.
Then what's your
Joe
answer?
Kinzer.
Ale House.
Huntington Ale House.
The Ale House. No.
It ain't close.
You get the steak and eggs at the Huntington Ale House.
There's a deep drive, or excuse me, that's going to be a lazy fly ball into left field, and throws not in time.
This is what they needed,
Yep.
guys. All of a sudden, bases loaded for the Timberwolves.
No out.
And look who it is coming up to the bag.
Sam Booth.
Yep. Sam Booth coming up. And he's a kid that's got a heavy bat in his own right here.
He has 1 home run on the year.
And so, in an effort for Spring Valley here, they want him to make it 2 deeply.
Well, you see there the mound visit for Cabel Midland. And, you definitely can't jerk Collins with 77 pitches. But, I think they're just calming him down a little bit here, Joe.
Well, I thought they're probably strategizing a little bit, and I'm sure he's telling them if the ball's hit here, we're going to try to do this, or we're okay to give up 1 run if we can get a double play out of it. Don't try to make the force at home, things like that.
If I can remember, Booth hasn't been able to get around and pull on Collins so far tonight.
Don't think he has.
So you don't want to speed his bat up by giving him something off speed.
Yeah, I mean, so Sam Booth really has to dial it in here, look at any pitch in that zone, and just swing the bat.
Well,
just
if you're
try.
Booth, you just want something in the outfield, any kind of sac fly to get a run across home plate.
Just about anything here except the infield. Strike 1, Tuck.
Yeah, out there, not a prettier pitch. Could have been thrown there by Collins.
If you're Cabell Midland, you'll trade a run for an out right here.
Absolutely.
This game's getting very interesting, guys. Let's see. Sam Booth has a grand slam in him here.
That one was low into the right in the zone. Now, folks, outside here in the valley, it says 57, feels like 55. But let me tell you, folks, in the booth, it feels about 45. It's quite cold up here, but we're doing it for you.
I got my sweatshirt on. I'm feeling great.
Well, Joe, I'm in a polo and shorts right now, so I don't think I was properly equipped for tonight's broadcast.
Well, let me ask you, have you ever ate at Ale House?
I haven't ate at Ale House.
Oh, well, that's
We're gonna have to.
Yeah.
But right now, for me, it's
Charlie's
backyard.
ate there, ain't you, Charlie?
Oh, yeah, buddy.
There you go. Charlie knows the. I'm telling you,
You agree,
there's not
Charlie?
a better place.
They got the best steak in the business, don't they?
21 Club.
Man, they had great baked potatoes there. 1-2 pitch, fouled off again. You're not a company man unless you go to Huntington Ale House.
That's it.
I guess I'll have to go there.
There you
I
go.
mean,
Deep fried mushrooms,
Tell them D&D sent
steak
you.
and eggs.
I'll have to tell him.
Sam Booth at the plate here, guys, like the Bee Gees, staying alive with the foul ball there. Let's see.
1-2 count here. Booth really just trying to get something in the outfield.
You just don't want to strike out. You just want to make contact.
Yes.
There
And
you
he
go.
does. Oh.
Ooh, maybe a double play here.
6-4-3.
Yes, beautiful.
That was an off-speed pitch, too.
If there was one thing you couldn't do, it was that.
Well, like Joe Kinzer said, you'll trade a run for that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, 3-1's the score here. Runner on third and 2 outs for the Valley Boys.
That reminded me back in the 80s when I was a Braves fan.
Another mound visit.
6-4-3, Rafael Ramirez to Glenn Hubbard to Chris Shambles.
Now they're bringing Collins out.
Oh.
I remember back in the day, my papa watched the Braves religiously. They had a guy named Dale Murphy. That's the only
absolutely.
name I can remember, but he can hit a baseball.
Dale Murphy was a stud. As you see, Collins getting relieved there, and surprising. You know, I figured they'd give him a chance there to get out of the jam, but great job by his teammates there helping him.
What was his pitch count up to?
84.
That might have been, early on in the season.
Yeah.
He got the double play.
It may be strategy because if you look, they're bringing in a lefty.
Yeah,
and
lefty,
maybe,
righty.
You know what I mean? And you're not. It's a whole different view coming out of a left-hander's hand. So
Now, who is this here, this pitcher, Charlie? Do we know?
Looks like number 9. And if I'm correct, that's McCormick coming on with an ERA of 3.50. But he doesn't have any wins or losses, so we'll see how that goes.
There you see McCormick and the pitch a little high there.
Hit our broadcast fence.
Yeah.
I tell you, this is a very important sequence of events for Spring Valley if they want to come from behind, because if you score here, at least make it a one-run game, and you can hold Cabel Midland in the top half of the 7th. It gives you an opportunity for the comeback.
Right, you're right. And you know, a base hit here scores another run and makes it real interesting.
And if you're Spring Valley, you want to do two things here, okay? You want to get some runners on base, of course, but you want to flip the batting order heading into the 7th inning. You're at the 7-hitter right now.
You want to get back to the top.
Exactly.
And if I'm not mistaken, I'm looking over the Spring Valley dugout, and Parker Phillips is standing there getting ready, and he is one of the pinch hitters for this team. So I believe that they will bring in some pinch hitters.
Well, and Phillips done a good job the other night when he come in.
Yeah, got a nice hit, got on base, and led the Valley boys to keep their stride going to win that one.
Yeah, they need to stay alive here. If they can get a hit here, would help out, as you got Cole Ferguson at the plate for the T-Wolves.
471 hitter, the 7-hitter.
I mean, to have a 7-hitter like that, man, it's something different. But he's swung twice, hit none. As the count is 0-2 for Ferguson, he really needs to just learn and listen from this at bat here.
Well, the lefty trying to work out the jam here.
Oh,
3 pitches, got him, and he's fired up, baby.
Yeah.
And like I said, you bring a lefty and you're used to seeing it coming from one direction.
Absolutely.
It's a whole new look. It might have just been strategy.
We'll take a quick break, then we'll be right back with more action here live on the D&D Sports Network. If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be, for generations to come.
Welcome back to Spring Valley High School. The Timberwolves trailing Cabel Midland 3-1, heading into top half of inning number 7. Dylan Robertson, the junior, coming in relief. No record on the season. 5 innings pitched, 9 strikeouts. He's only allowed 3 base hits, and Lucas, the opposition, only batting .158 against him. So his job is to keep Cabel Midland at bay. So to give his team a chance for the come from behind win and here or force extra innings in the bottom half of this inning.
Now, Joe, who do we got here at the plate?
At the plate now is number 4, and number 4 will be
Ray Williams.
Ray
Williams digging in here as he stares down the pitcher. And
now Robertson, I believe Joe is number 6, and he has been pretty great at pitching throughout these first 7. However, he's not pitched much with the no record.
Well, he so far, 5 innings pitched in relief, only giving up 3 base hits, no runs allowed as of yet, and the opposition just batting just a little bit over 150 against him. So he's done his job, and that's going to be a base hit as the shortstop
Maybe 2. It's
Made a
going to
dive.
be 2.
No.
Oh, no.
He should have took 2.
Yeah, he should have took 2 there.
But listen, that would have been it stayed a single anyways, but when he hit it with his glove, he misdirected it. Third baseman was already cutting to the middle, and they got extremely lucky on that one.
Extremely, Darryl.
Yep. So that will bring up Kenyon Collins to the plate.
Now that he's off the mound, we'll see how his mindset changes going into full batting mode.
That was good hustle there by Cole Ferguson, the shortstop. I mean,
he made a good play just
absolutely
to stop the ball from getting to the outfield.
Yeah, exactly right. And Cole Ferguson, just trying to get his team and keep his team at the 3-1 so that they can go into the bottom of the 7th and try to make the comeback happen.
I tell you, he's working from the stretch as Robertson, and he's deliberate to the plate.
He really is.
So the runner at first is probably going to gauge that and say, hey, I think I can get a bigger lead off here. So let's keep an eye on that.
2-0's the count, so that is in favor of Collins. Let's see here. Robertson with the pitch. Tipped up in the air, going to go foul.
I tell you, it's been windy all day long.
The wind has quit.
Absolute silence
here in the valley.
Here you see Dylan Robertson on the mound.
Quiet here in the valley, as you can possibly hear. So it's going to be in the infield.
Yeah.
An error made by Ferguson.
Another error, and they're going to go to third. Runner to third.
So that's been the story of this game, folks. It's been error after error, just as Spring Valley cannot connect to get the winning plays where they need to be made.
Now, runners on the corners here. Robertson, and that's been it. Listen, the pitching, it hasn't been horrible pitching. It's actually been pretty good pitching, but it's the fielding hasn't been great for the T-Wolves.
To be 100% honest, that should have been a double play. If he fields that ball cleanly, he steps on the bag, makes the throw to first, double play.
This ain't good here as they got the DH, and they don't want to intentionally walk him here because it would load the bases.
With 0 outs.
Yeah, the big fella, he has dynamite in his bat, Luke Samuel. Joe, this is not a situation that I would want to be in if I was Dylan Robertson.
Well, it's a situation I wouldn't want to be in if I'm an infielder, because especially over at third base, because you're playing even with the bag with a power hitter, 2 homers, 10 RBIs.
Well, I have a feeling
460 plus on the year.
There's a good chance the infielders won't matter in this at bat.
Look how deep they're playing.
But Robertson gets him onto the ball there.
Strike one. Look how deep the left and right fielders are playing.
Yeah, I don't blame him, man. I'd be backing up to the warning track too.
When you got a big boy that's got this kind of power, you want to back up pretty much to the wall.
Cam Purdue's almost at the warning track, left fielder.
Luke Van Arsdale's out there now.
So they got Van Arsdale out there now.
Yeah, Van Arsdale.
Made a couple changes. Jack Shoemaker's at second base. Luke's at right.
So Shoemaker at second now. Van Arsdale out there.
Now, if I'm completely honest, I'm not really understanding those changes.
Okay, Stratton at center. Yeah.
So 1-1's the count here. Robertson trying to dial something up, get the big guy off the plate, and keep no runs scored for this inning. Being down 3-1, having to go into the bottom of the 7th to win it is definitely not the position they wanted to be in.
There goes second.
So the double play's now out of question if you're Spring Valley. And the reason why you had to make changes, because Robertson came in to pitch, and he was a second baseman. So whenever you do that you're going to have different positions.
Runner took stole second there, so they're going to walk. They're going to walk and not take a chance with Luke Samuel. They're going to put him on first to load the bases here.
I saw a situation in a state championship game between Point Pleasant and Logan years ago. It was a scoreless game in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Logan's strike taking. Logan coach Roger Gertz put on the old suicide squeeze. Point Pleasant went to pieces, and it was a 10-0. It was a 10-run rule. They put 10 runs on them in the bottom half of that inning on the suicide squeeze with no outs and the bases loaded.
A little on the outside there.
I'm not saying that's going to happen here. This situation kind of reminds me of that years ago.
And, folks, these are still the 1 seed. The Spring Valley Timberwolves are not a bad team to be at number 1, so they can still do this if they just put their mind to it and get the skills they need.
And you could tell Robertson right now, he's a little nervous. He's trying to stay to the outside, painting the outside there, not wanting to give the hitter anything to hit. This is a tough situation coming in your first inning facing bases loaded.
Oh,
and run will cross here.
And this is the first trouble that he's faced on the mound all season long.
It is. So the catcher's going to go out, try to calm him down here.
And to be honest, it goes back to that first at bat, or the what could have been a double play could have had him out of the inning already. And yet, Spring Valley's pitching haven't been horrible. Their fielding haven't been great though.
I'm not the official scorer, but at least 5 errors.
You had 2 on one play there, 1 there.
Two on that play, 2.
Now they're bringing in a pitch runner, number 12, for Samuel.
So, I mean,
just about all the runs are unearned.
Yeah, they've got 1 earned run if I'm counting right. I'm not sure.
12 is Hatcher, by the way.
Yeah, Joe, 12 is Hatcher. He's a pinch runner coming in for Samuel on second. Me and producer KJ, guys, we grew up with Cabel Midland's AD, Jason Bankston. Yeah. So.
Oh,
there you
good
go.
pitch there by Robertson, swing and a miss.
Jason Bankston used to be at Huntington High, and now he is at Cabel Midland. So
he was a head basketball coach for years at Huntington Middle School, wasn't he?
I'm not sure, was it?
I think so.
Could have been.
There's always a Mingo, Logan, Pike County connection somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, I actually ran into a guy that I played basketball with here the other day. His son, I think, plays JV. His name is Justin Roberts. We called him Juice. The really good basketball player back in his day.
Robertson behind the count now, 2-1. Nowhere to put the bases full of Cabell Midland Knights. Check swing.
Yeah.
2-2.
Right now, the Robertson's just got to find a way to get out of this jam. 4-1 lead right now for the Knights over the T-Wolves.
Got him. Nope.
No, that's going to be called ball number 3.
I'm sure.
So Robertson's got to throw a strike here.
Exactly.
And he did.
Nice. Oh, no, it got tipped.
Yeah, foul tip.
And a great job by the hitter, Ben Fulks, protecting the plate. Fulks just wants to make contact. That means you put pressure on the defense unless you draw the bases loaded walk.
There you go. Sends it foul.
So this next pitch upcoming will be 8 on this at bat. So a lot of energy here being used just on this hitter.
There's Coach Austin Pratt looking on right now. As you see a kid doing a dance over there beside him. Yeah, that's what it's about.
And that's ball 4. And that was an excellent work on that at bat by Fulks, staying alive on a couple of times, fouling pitches off, and he draws the RBI walk, and it's now 5-1.
And I think everybody but the umpire thought that was a strike.
I believe we're going to have another pitching change. Spring Valley's coaching staff, yep. So we're going to have a break in the action with another pitching change. Nobody out here in the top half of inning number 7. 2 runs already in, and Cabell Midland now extending that lead to 5-1, Darryl.
Yeah, this is, and like I said, I don't know who comes in now. Let's see who that is.
I believe it's number 9, Cole Adkins.
So Cole Atkins coming in.
If I am not mistaken.
You got Charlie?
I think so. Yes.
Now, if I'm Spring Valley here, I think I'd bring in Montoya. But that's my personal preference.
Stay on Cole. Now number 9, Cole Atkins.
Well, here's the thing. This can't win every game, and you don't want to wreck your pitching staff just for one game here.
Yeah.
If this was a sectional tournament, game 3 of the sectionals. I guess it's still 2 out of 3, or it used to be back in the day. Then you might change that. But so Atkins has 1 relief appearance all season long.
So that could provide maybe some nerves and maybe some poor play if he just can't get a hold of it here quickly.
You see Spring Valley's outfielders looking on as trying to figure out, how they're going to get this win here. And I'm sure that's what Coach Pratt's trying to figure out himself too.
Okay, so Cole Atkins, this is his 3rd appearance, second appearance. He has 2 innings pitched. He surrendered 2 base hits, struck out 1. So this will be the 9th hitter that he's faced all season long, guys.
Now here's right fielder. This is Cade Johnson coming up to the plate here for the Knights. As
Johnson with a .429 batting average is not a great player to face first. If you are Atkins.
Infield playing in all the way around, so that just increases the percentages for a base hit if contact's made.
Exactly right.
Fouled that one off. Got to check on our guy Matt Fortner out there. Him and Max.
I hope you guys are okay.
Yeah.
Tell the truth, you're worried about the camera.
If he would have laid back another half of Mississippi, it'd been a line drive into left field, a couple runs scored.
Absolutely, and there.
Fouls another one off.
Yeah.
That one actually might have hit our guys out there.
Yeah, it went right to.
They better have some reflexes, Darryl.
That's it. Listen, there are strong leg there, Max and Matt out there. Couldn't think them two enough. They've done a tremendous job. Nice hit to center field here.
That's going to bring at least 2 home.
Yeah.
See if the play can be made. He is out at home, I believe.
Good job.
No.
I believe they caught him safe.
They did.
But an excellent throw by the outfielder guys to even make it a close play at the plate.
Yeah, exactly right there.
Well, we saw a similar play the other night, but they caught it the opposite way.
So Cabel Midland, I tell you, they're coming into Wayne County, into the Valley, trying to snap this Timberwolves 7-game win streak.
Yeah, they're undefeated.
And it's looking more and more likely every single run, which they have scored a lot of in this inning. 4 already with 0 outs.
Guys, give us some thumbs up. Let us know if you've enjoyed the broadcast here on the D&D Sports Network. Nice hit to the second baseman. Going to be thrown out at first.
That hesitation there by second baseman Jack Shoemaker could have caused a miss in play action.
Not before a run come across, though.
I think he took that hesitation to see what kind of play he had at home before he took the first, to be honest.
You didn't want to run the score, but you have to take an out.
Right, you got to take the out, and he wanted to see if he had a play at home before he made the play at first, I think. I mean, he fielded the ball cleanly, had plenty of time.
And it was hit right at him. He was playing it. He was playing it in. So, but I tell you, Cabell Midland's just done an excellent job with their taking advantage of the miscues tonight of Spring Valley.
Guys, make sure after the game you stick around as we will announce the OVP Health Player of the Game.
Watch out, cars.
Yeah, send it to the parking lot.
There goes the Parmore.
No, I'm parked on the other side. I'm parked on the football side.
Right. The Parmore car.
No.
The D&D mobile.
What'd you do, park right outside the fence?
No.
Check swing, did he hold up?
Drop third strike.
Throw down to first.
Yep.
They recorded the strikeout. 2-3.
So 2 outs here. They just Spring Valley just needs to get this last out and just focus on getting the 7 runs needed to at least tie it.
That's going to be harder than thought because I tell you here, Landon Nida has had a fabulous game.
Yes, he has. He made a nice catch in center field going back on the ball as well.
Yep.
Tips one foul to the road.
He's holding his left arm, guys. You can tell he's not 100%. He done something to his arm, and he's talking to the official. Whatever he done, yeah, he's going to have to be. I think a runner will end up coming in. You see him right there trying to pull his arm. It's like it's almost out of place. He's jerking his arm down, Joe.
So we'll see what happens here as Nida just tries to nurse that arm. Third base coach comes up, and the athletic trainer for Spring Valley as well. Never good to see an injury like this.
No, and as they'll talk to him here, we will take this opportunity to thank our gracious sponsors making tonight's game possible. We want to thank Robertson Signs and Graphics, Maddox Law Office, Great American Realty, Wayne County Youth Soccer League, Trace Hermanos Nunez, OVP Health, Realty Exchange, Skyscape by David Murray, Rent-A-Can, Mosser Apartment Rentals, Greenleaf Environmental Services, CK Florist, Davis's Place, JDV Flooring, Huntington Ale House, Jim Mars Services, Black Hawk Mining, Logan Bank and Trust. Guys, it looks like he's going to stick in there.
Way to be resilient there from Nida.
Yeah,
making sure his team seals it off.
Tough kid here.
Hopefully it's just a stinger the way he swung. And
yeah,
I'd say. Critical moment here for the Timberwolves. The pitch from Adkins, a wide one.
Yeah, it's going to be a wild pitch here.
Safe at home.
Not what you want if you're a Timberwolf fan, 9-1. All right, I went to the chiropractor this morning before work, all right? I'm going to give you all a number, okay? Places out of place that they had to put me back in. I'm going to say 15, over or under.
I'm going to take the over on that one.
Over, all right, what you got? Over, under 15?
Under.
Under, all right.
I would say 12.
All right, what's the number?
17.
All right. I'll give you the answer right after this pitch. And that is going to be a base hit.
Yeah.
That ball just jumped over the glove of the shortstop. 37.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
37.
You seen that run come in. We'll go there. Guys, let's take a look and see if it was safe.
Critical moment here for the Timberwolves. The pitch from Adkins, a wide one.
Yeah, it's going to be a wild pitch here.
Safe at home.
Looks safe to me.
Yeah, there's about no questions there.
Don't need New York on that one. Got to do it.
There you go.
Strike called. And he gets him at second. That'll be the end of the top of the 7th. So, folks, if you're a Timberwolves fan, I'm sorry for you. But they have 8 runs to climb back just to tie it. We'll see you here after a word from our sponsors, folks.
Looks safe to me.
Yeah, there's about no questions there.
Don't need New York on that one. Got to do it.
There you go.
Strike called. And he gets him at second. That'll be the end.
If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today.
Here at Logan Bank and Trust, we are committed to serving the needs of the southern coalfields. So if you need to borrow money, remember, we are just a click away.
Here at LB&T, we make online banking easy.
We've taken the hassle out of applying for a loan on our new website. It's as simple as going to our lbnt.com website and choosing the loan product that best suits your needs.
Your loan on your time. Visit us at lbnt.com. You're only a click away.
So if you need to borrow money, remember, we are just a click away. It's easy to apply online at lbnt.com, and all decisions are made locally. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you ready to join the future of coal mining? At Blackhawk Mining, we are a national leader in the production of metallurgical coal with a foundation built on a strong safety culture and an unmatched work ethic. We're not just co-workers.
I thought he wanted me to come down. He was messing with me, and I came down. Lord have mercy.
Nah, hey, we're glad you did, Joe Kinzer. Joe Kinzer, Jake Lucas, Darryl McCoy, Coach May on the call with Mad Max and Matt on the production, and Tristan as well. As we're sitting here, guys, in the final inning, as you see, Cabel Midland leading largely 9-1 over the undefeated Timberwolves, and you got Phillips coming in. He's a pinch hitter. Done a fabulous job the other night when he come in against Hurricane.
Yeah, and Parker Phillips has the highest batting average on the team at 750, but being a pinch hitter, you know, you're expected to have a pretty high batting average.
Now, you're going to Google this one, okay? That's like Rusty Staub. You Google him. He was a pitch hitter, and he used to, a few years, hit like 400 plus as a pitch hitter late in his career.
Guys, as you guys at home know, Joe Kinzer, he's a legend on the airwaves, and Joe is one of our top members of our D&D broadcasting team, and we called Joe today, and we told him, we said, we got a huge rivalry game going on. Said, where you at, Joe? He said, Morgantown. The game starts in 3 hours. He said, says 3 hours, 15 minutes, I'll be there. He said, I'll do it in 2:45. And hey, listen, if the game wouldn't have started a little bit early, he would have been here on time.
You know, this is the last home game for Spring Valley until the 9th of April.
Yep. Who they got when they come back?
Let's see. They have Lincoln County. So that's a sectional opponent.
So it is the spring break for Spring Valley and Wayne County, so that is the reason. So they'll be playing on that Monday.
They might, or do they go anywhere over spring break, like the beach or anywhere and play?
A lot of the JV players go to Tennessee, so yeah, they're going to High Point.
They're going to they're playing Dobbins Bennett. Well, that's just around Kingsport.
You think they'd let me go along and buy me a room to do games?
Coach May, I think if you asked them, they might.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Listen, the
good
nice
crack
hit.
of the bat there.
Center field.
It's going to be caught.
Coach May will probably be able to be found on the link.
I tell you what I want to do. I want to go up and meet WVU's new basketball coach, and I want to be the water boy because they're going to Italy this summer.
Oh, wow.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I think they made a good hire.
2 for 1.
This brings Cam Purdue, left fielder Cam Purdue, up to the plate here. Try to keep the Timberwolves in this one here if he can maybe punch a run and get a rally going here.
Anything is needed for the Spring Valley Timberwolves as they have already won out.
And
strike one called.
Sitting here, guys, listen, Charlie, I'm a little surprised that our guy Jake over here, you know, he was such a big fan of Kenyon Collins. He wore a Marshall shirt to interview tonight.
Well, you know, planning ahead, you know.
Yeah.
I actually have a Marshall shirt on, too. I guess I'm a Kenyon Collins guy myself.
Yeah,
well, I'm looking at Joe Kinzer. He's got WVU shirt on. So.
Yeah, so he's a
I came from work today.
He's going second.
He's going to get there.
Nice job there.
I think he's running in scoring position. Boys, it's hard to tell what can happen in baseball when bats get hot. I've seen it.
Oh, yeah, it definitely can. And
it's contagious.
Well, hopefully our beloved Timberwolves here can
get their bats hot.
Yeah, get them hot. And
whoa, strike 3 called there on an inside pitch. So it'll be Stratton, the guy who's
myself.
Yeah,
well, I'm looking at Joe Kinzer. He's got WVU shirt on. So
yeah, so he's a.
I came from work today.
He's going second.
He's gonna get. Who tips that one foul?
And that does go out to Matthew and the crew.
You can tell Stratton really wants it.
Too close. 9-1 your score on the scoreboard.
Yeah, Stratton, listen, a huge competitor. Started this game on the mound. He wants this win as much as anybody. Let's see if he can find a way to punch one home.
And Darryl and I talked coming down the road today. You want to win every game you play.
Right.
But sometimes you got to play for the bigger picture. And that may be why Coach Barrett put some of those younger pitchers in. You just don't know.
Absolutely.
He might be coaching for 3 weeks down the road tonight.
Strategy. It's a part of the game.
It is. And it's not just strategy for this inning or this play. It's for strategy, how am I getting to the big goal, the state championship.
Right.
And you win state championships, guess what? Pitching. You can't
That's
out-hit
it.
everybody.
That's it.
And
you know,
so far, Midland's been doing great at that.
Cabell Midland's limited Spring Valley to 2 hits tonight, and Spring Valley's been a really good hitting baseball team. So
Stratton staying alive there with the foul ball, and again, you got a runner on second out there for the Timberwolves.
We'll really see how Stratton can compete here.
It's been a good battle here.
It really has.
During this at-bat.
Inside pitch going to be called ball number 1.
That was a borderline ball carrier.
yeah, he kind of hesitated between his kick and his pitch.
I've seen that called a balk several times.
And he
Swing
got
and miss.
him.
That will be the game, folks. The Cabell Midland Knights, the 7 seed, have just defeated the 1 seeded and recently dethroned from their 7-game win streak Spring Valley Timberwolves. Folks, we would like you to stay with us here as we are going on to interview the player of the game, the OVP Health player of the game here on D&D Sports Network. Thank you, folks, for watching, and we will see you in just a minute.
I'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Are you ready to join the future of coal mining? At Blackhawk Mining, we are a national leader in the production of metallurgical coal with a foundation built on a strong safety culture and an unmatched work ethic. We're not just co-workers, we're a family, and together we create an environment where everyone can thrive and make their mark. We invite you to join our team at Blackhawk Mining as we continue to build on our tradition while empowering the next generation of coal miners. Blackhawk Mining, shaping the future of coal production today.
Welcome back, everybody. We are live here at Spring Valley High School as we have Spring Valley fallen their first loss. Will go to Cabell Midland as the Knights get the 9-1 lead over the Timberwolves tonight. Joe Kinzer, Darryl, McCoy, Coach May, and good friend Jake Lucas on the call with Matt and Max on the production. Just I mean, from start to finish, it really had solid pitching up to the middle of the game. And Stratton and Collins both performed well, but I mean, T-Wolves just couldn't get the run support tonight, Joe.
It was around the 3rd or 4th inning. Kenyon Collins, he got the win on the mound, 5 2/3 innings, the first team All-Stater last year for Cabell Midland. But it was a pitcher's duel, but Kenyon Collins had runners on first, second, nobody out, retired the next 3 batters, and that kind of gave him the momentum. And really, Spring Valley, outside of that one time when he induced a 6-4-3 double play, Darryl, late in the game in the 6th inning, that was the only time that he was threatened after that. So a great job. But Cabell Midland did a good job of capitalizing on the miscues tonight of Spring Valley. Unofficially 5 errors, and the majority of the runs issued tonight from Grant Stratton unearned. But you know what? That's what good teams do. They capitalize on their opposition's mistakes. You know, the name of the game in baseball, especially in the high school levels, make contact and put pressure on the defense, and that's what Cabel Midland did here tonight, Darryl.
Yeah, they absolutely did. As we're sitting here right now, guys, we'll be just here shortly. We'll have an interview with the OVP. We are waiting for the interview here, but I tell you, just impressive night here as the Knights got the big dub. Over Spring Valley, and you know, anytime you got a pitcher like Kenyon Collins committed to Marshall, then you've got an opportunity to win a big time ball game against a great team like Spring Valley.
Absolutely, both teams threw their aces, and you know, in the postseason when the tournament happens next month, or excuse me, in May, early May, you know, depth at the pitching position. Whoever has that depth, that's the advantage there.
We're gonna have the OVP Health Player of the game here, and it's going to go to Kenyon Collins.
Hello, folks. I'm here with OVP Health Player of the game, Kenyon Collins, pitcher for Cabel Midland. Now, Kenyon, my first question for you is, how's the arm feeling?
A little sore right now, and I don't know, something in the shoulder didn't feel right about the 5th inning or so, but it's all right. We got through it.
I hear you. So, being a Marshall commit, how did it feel to go out there and keep that Spring Valley team low on hits and just play off their mistakes?
You know, it's always a competitive game whenever we're playing them. It's just always rivalry and always chirping back and forth, and you just got to zone in and just throw some strikes and get some outs.
Okay, so being the 7th seed coming in this game, taking down the number 1 seed, what morale boost does that give your team?
Oh, it's big for sure, especially winning against Valley. I mean, it's always competitive, like I said. That's always a plus, no matter what seed or what rankings. We don't pay much attention to it, but yeah, it's a good win overall.
So you have Huntington next. How are you feeling about Huntington and what they're going to do?
I'm ready to go, just like any other game. We got to play our best game and don't give them a shot to win.
Okay, well, thank you, Kenyon, and go get that shoulder iced.
Great job there, again, Kenyon Collins, your OVP Health Player of the game. Guys, we want to thank each and every one of you guys for tuning in. We want to thank our sponsors, Robertson Signs and Graphics. They will make sure you get game day gear ready. If you're looking for gear for your favorite sports team, go to Robertson Signs and Graphics. We also want to thank Maddox Law Office, Great American Realty, Wayne County Youth Soccer League, Trace Hermanos Nunez, OVP Health, Realty Exchange, Skyscape by David Mures, Rent-A-Can, Mosser Apartment Rentals, Greenleaf Environmental Services, CK Florist, Davis's Place, JDV Flooring, Jim Mars Services, Black Hawk Mining, Logan Bank and Trust, Huntington Ale House, McCoy Dental, Missy Birchfield at State Farm, Justin Markham, attorney at law, Trailhead Bar and Grill, Three Guys Pizza and Brew, and Williamson Pharmacy. Guys, we could not do it without our sponsors. Please make sure you frequent their Facebook page. Tell them D&D Sports sent you. Joe Kinzer, I appreciate you making the track down from Morgantown, man. I know it was a track, but you knew it was a big ball game, and you know Big Time Joe is on the call when there's a big game, right?
Well, it's a rivalry game. I couldn't pass it up. But, you know, most importantly, guess what? I got to hang out with some friends.
Yeah, there you go. Guys, Joe Kinzer, Darryl McCoy, Coach May. Tomorrow we will have basketball. Carla Booth, On Point Ballers League. We'll have it in the morning. And, guys, till next time, so long and good night. Have a good Easter weekend from us here at D&D Sports.